The Bye Bye Man is the newest January horror movie and is the story of three college kids who just renovated, I guess, or rented out, I should say, this house, this creepy old house on their campus, I guess, or off their campus, or whatever. And they soon discover this legend of the Bye Bye Man. And you can't say his name, you can't think his name, you can't write his name. But this thing comes after them, and that's the movie, essentially. So, okay, this movie from the trailers kind of looked pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie here. January horror movies haven't had a great track record, but at least this movie was not boring. I'll give it that. This movie's not good. It sucks, but like I enjoyed it as like a guilty pleasure almost. It's one of those movies you get your friends together, and then you just talk about it and you rip it apart because this movie is easy as frick to rip apart. This movie is like there's so many problems with it. It's so dumb, but it's so fun to rip apart. In my head, at least it was. I didn't have anyone to audibly talk to. It was at a theater. Man, that's not a place to talk. But this is one of those movies, though. Down the line, you can rent and get a whole bunch of friends together and just enjoy the really the bad qualities to it, the dumb qualities, I guess. Because this movie's stupid. It's actually competently, like, well made from, like, a cinematography standpoint and all that. And though most of the acting sucks, the main actor I thought was okay. He was trying, at least, I think. His friends, though, they sucked. Man, these are the stereotypical horror movie characters. You got the black guy, you got the blonde, you got the jock, I mean, you got the psychic. The psychic's in there at one point. I mean, it's cliches. It's horror movie cliches 101. But they do try. Okay, this is some good things about the movie. They do try to avoid some of those cliches. At one point at the end of the movie, not going to spoil it, but there is a niece character to the main character who says something really funny that otherwise probably would have been a horror cliche. I'm trying not to spoil it. But it was interesting how they did that at the end. Even though the ending sucks. I mean, it's dumb. But, yeah, this movie's a lot of fun in that way, though. But, yeah, I was saying, yeah, that was cool. The false jump scares aren't actually... there aren't really any false jump scares that I can remember. The jump scares in it, while few, are actually not false. And one of them actually was a little creepy. There are a couple genuinely creepy moments, but then they show the CGI dog, which completely takes me out of the movie. I mean, not just do the characters' decisions not make sense, do other characters' decisions not make sense, how characters magically know about this Bye Bye Man. There's a librarian character in this movie that just somehow knows everything, I guess. I don't know, it was just... whatever. But yeah, this movie makes no freaking sense. I know I've said this 1,000 times. This movie makes no sense. But they do try sometimes to make a competently well-made movie. It's not awful. Oh, sorry. It is kind of awful, like, I guess. But I didn't consider it that awful. Because it is actually enjoyable in some parts. It's fast-paced. It goes by pretty quickly. If you know what you're getting into, I would say this is not a bad one. It's not good. It's bad. Don't trust me. It's not a good movie at all. But like, if you know it's gonna be dumb and you just want to laugh at it, I say this is an okay rental down the road. There are good things in it. Like as I said, the cinematography is not bad. The Faye Dunaway, for what she has, it's kind of it's kind of phoned in, but she did okay for what she had in the one scene. Carrie Ann Moss, I believe that's who it was. She was okay, but I mean, yeah. The Bye Bye Man is just not a great movie. It's not really that scary. There are a couple creepy moments. Some of it does work. Some of it really does not work. The ending is just... It's really bad. Like, I picked it apart. I could just pick it apart in my head as the ending happened. I was just like, no. And the CG is atrocious. But for what the Bye Bye Man is, I did actually enjoy it in that guilty pleasure kind of way. But it's not good in any way. So I'll give the Bye Bye Man a C-. If this movie were really boring, I probably would have given it like a D-, D. Because this, as I said, makes no sense. There's nothing really that great about it. But there are some redeeming qualities there, I think. I didn't think the whole thing was really stupid. I mean, a lot of it is. A lot of it makes no sense, but there are a couple small things I did think worked enough, at least, for the kind of movie they're going for. But yeah, don't see this movie if you don't know what you're getting into and you're not prepared for that, because you'll probably hate it. But yeah, so the Bye Bye Man, I actually don't think it's atrocious in the terms of fun guilty pleasureness. I know I'm just repeating now, but as a guilty pleasure movie, it is okay. It sucks though. Don't get me wrong. The movie overall, like as I said, critically sucks. Whatever. I'm done. I've been rambling on for 6 minutes now. So yeah, that's my review for the Bye Bye Man. Look for reviews for Monster Trucks coming up probably. Sleepless, I'll probably see that one, and some a few 2016 movies I haven't reviewed yet, and the series Troll Hunters. I watched part 1 of that. That was good. Yeah, so that review will be up soon too. So that was my review for the Bye Bye Man. So peace.